Okay, so we've gone over getting subsets, but sometimes you might actually want to do a little bit more than that. Maybe you want to look at the different groups and look at, maybe some counts of different groups according to a certain variable. Right? So let me kind of demonstrate what I'm talking about using the crosswalk data set. Okay, so let's look at the crosswalk that I set first. So if you notice here, this is the California crosswalk, and I'm just going to show you what it looks like to begin with. In this, whoops, I forgot the schema. Okay, so this is just going to show us the first 10 rows. Okay, and there you go. So we have this variable, which are the census blocks. This is similar to like the WGO code, and that by similar, I mean this is what the WGO code is. It matches up exactly, and it has a lot of different things. So California. This is the California data set. This has so this is like the county. Sorry, that's the tract name. This is the county, the county name. Over here, this is the CBSA name. So this is like the metropolitan, micropolitan area name, and so on. So you have all of this information about these different census blocks. Right, so let's look at this a little bit. So for example, what if we want to know, for example, how many census blocks are in each county, right? So how would we do that? So first, let's look at this select. We'll keep the select for now, and we'll change it a little bit later. So we have select star from this data table, right? And we want to look at this county name. County also works, but this just gives us the code. The county name is more informative for us. So what we want to do is we want to group up all of the counties together and count how many there are. So what we want to do is do a group by county name. Right? And then I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to only select county name and the count. Right, so what will this give us? Let me execute this. And this will display the county name as well as the count of that county name. So what we're doing here is we're grouping by county name. So it takes each of the unique county names and then it groups all of those rows together. And then it does this count and displays the county name and the count for that row. So basically what this says is that Calaveras County has 2,818 census blocks. And so you can kind of go down and see how many there are. We did a limit 10. We could do like a limit 1,000 just so that we can get all of them. But yeah, basically this is how you can kind of see how many of each category there are for your categorical variables in your data set. Now, you'll notice that, for example, you have, Clark County, Nevada with 1. Well, you might not want to look at that. So maybe we only want to look at the, most populous ones, or that is the ones with the most census blocks. We can add in an order by, right? And then we'll actually do an order by count star. All right, so I'm going to first run this. This isn't exactly what we want, but I'm going to show you what we get when we do this. All right, so what this does is it takes the output that we have after a group by, and then it shows it in an order. Now, what we did is you chose the order to be the count, and it does it in increasing order. And notice that that's not what we actually wanted. We wanted decreasing order. So we do DESC, which stands for descending. Okay, and that should give us what we want. Okay, and notice that we sometimes might actually want to do the increasing order because we want to maybe look at, there are some like odd counties, and we want to be able to, see which counties have only like one census block in California, for example. All right, so here we see that Los Angeles County has the most census blocks. Probably not a huge surprise, right? So you can use this group by and order by to be able to kind of look at the counts, for example, of these different groups. We can also look at other things. For example, once we do this group by, we can do subsets of that group by, and this is similar to where we use where. So remember, we did select, from, and then where to create subsets to use conditional statements. After you do group by, you have to use having in order to do your conditional statements. So having, let's say, count star, say where count's greater than 20,000, right? So this should give us all the way down to Fresno County. Right? And this gives us all the way down to Fresno County. Right, so basically you can kind of use these to explore the data even more, to be able to count the different columns, count the different, the different groups within that column, and give us nice summaries of the data that way.